On this week's episode of Friend Code, we're going to show some love and respect just in time for Thanksgiving. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Friend Code. I'm your host, Michael Damiani. This week, I'm joined by Bradley Ellis.
Achievements.
I love that word. Not really, actually. I don't know. I don't know if I like that word anymore.
Achievement? Trophies.
I think I'm over it.
Trophies.
I think in 2020...
I'll never let stop.
I was going to say, Brad, I was going to say maybe next year I'm going to have to require you to come up with something else.
Trophies.
Trophies. There we go. And Kyle Bossman.
Hello.
Taco Bell coffee.
It's so warm.
How is it today, though?
It's good today.
So it's good today?
They made me a fresh pot today. I know it.
Do they just see you and like, man, this is the only guy who gets Taco Bell coffee?
Just last week, they gave me a cold pot of coffee.
Oh, yeah, you threw a fit about that.
I was really upset about it.
So
I saw Kyle tweeting at Taco Bell and everything.
Yeah.
But they delivered this week.
that's nice. Little inside information here. I kind of rag on Kyle every now and then for getting Taco Bell. I'm just like, Kyle, well, this great food. Why do you get Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And then last week, I found out that Taco Bell is doing chicken tenders coming next year. And they're going to be adding a new sauce. And they said it's going to taste closest to Raising Cane's sauce.
Now, who said that?
Someone who got to try it.
Oh, so like the food
person
bloggers.
writing the article got to try it and said
Got it.
it says a cross between Raising Cane's and something else, but it's more towards Raising Cane's. So it's not exactly Raising Cane's, but they said it's very like it has its flavor in it. I'm like, I might have to try this out. So if I end up liking it, Kyle's going to be able to be like, so Damiani, how's that Taco Bell going? Getting chicken tenders at Taco Bell? Okay.
I won't judge you.
I know. Kyle won't do
judgment
this.
is not coming. Yeah.
It's not coming.
I'll
Kyle's
I'll appreciate someone else in the Taco Bell family.
I had Taco Bell last night.
Yeah, here we go. The Taco Bell family is strong.
I generally avoid Taco Bell as much as I can. I even their new items they cycle through. I learned my lesson. I'm like they might taste good one time at best, but then they taste awful every other time to me.
To you.
To me.
Yeah.
To me. And I also don't really like Del Taco either.
We gotta move on.
That upsets
Yeah,
me.
we gotta move on.
I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little fun before we get into your patron questions. This episode is mostly going to be about patron questions we're going to answer, but I didn't want to just dive right into it. I have a little game I want to play called Do You Love or Respect These Games or These Series? It's actually serious. I was going back and forth between individual games or series. I think it was going to get too lengthy with games, so we're going to start with series.
And I have to do one or the other.
So here, let me explain in my head what I think you do.
Yeah.
So I understand you could honestly not. You could hate some of these games, but what I would like you to try and do your best is love means like you're a fan of this, like you're very excited to play a new entry in the series. Respect means you could not ever want to play a game, but you respect that it exists. It's like, okay, this series, it's good that Nintendo makes this series. I don't personally like them, but So
even if I hate it, respect is the closest to the truth.
You were going to go there
Okay.
immediately.
Yes.
All right.
Because I just didn't want negativity.
Yeah, I understand.
So first up, the Super Mario Brothers series, love or respect?
The Super Mario Brothers series.
So the platformers.
Okay.
The platformers.
Okay.
Let me be specific there. Sorry, I do have...
Like Super Mario World or like the new Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, you really want to... That's why I was confused. Let's do the 2D side scrollers. 2D side scrollers.
Uh-oh, so you are throwing the new stuff in there.
Yes.
Respect.
Okay.
But also the old ones, though, too, right?
Yeah, like the old ones as well.
I love them. They're so fun to play, man.
I'd have to say love as well.
Well, you know how I'll like judge a movie or a video game by its ending?
Yes.
I'm judging them by where they are right now.
Oh, okay.
Super Mario Bros. 3, one of my top 3 favorite games of all time.
What was the newest one? The Luigi one?
It was just the port that came out on Switch at the beginning of
Wii
the
U
year,
Switch port, yeah.
which
I
included
like
everything.
those games. They don't blow me away or anything, but they're just fun to go through like a couple times or
That's
one
what
time.
respect is made for. Dude.
Yeah,
But
we all use love and respect here. We don't say like.
1, 2, 3, world. 10s.
Yeah,
Love them.
I know.
Love them to death.
This is exactly why I didn't want to get individual games because we would have been here forever.
I get you. Fair
So
enough.
okay, so the 3D Mario games, the 3D platformers.
10s. Love.
Okay,
love,
there we
10s,
go. There we go.
10s.
Some of my
okay.
favorite things to see.
I'm gonna phrase this differently then.
Okay.
Handheld Legend of Zelda games.
Love.
like portable.
I love them.
Oracles, Diminished Cap.
I hate
Link's
Phantom
Awakening,
Hourglass, but there's
Phantom
so many
Hourglass,
I
and
love
Spirit
that I'm
Tracks.
still cool with it.
I'm going love. I even love Spirit Tracks.
I like Spirit Tracks.
Love because even Triforce Heroes.
Yeah,
You gotta
dude.
remember, it's very
Dude,
it's very
there's
close.
so many good handheld Zelda games.
There's also the Four Swords.
Swords, man. There's Oracle games.
Oof, this is a tough one for me.
I forgot about Four Swords.
Yeah,
It's still fun, dude.
It's fun. I'm afraid I got to dip back down into respect.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
all right. The 3D Zelda games.
Love.
Breath of the Wild's its own entries.
Love, love,
We're not
love,
talking about
love,
Breath of the
love,
Wild,
love,
like
love,
3D
love.
Zeldas.
Love, love,
Still
love, love.
Yeah.
Still
love. I already know Breath of the Wild's answer. Don't need to go there.
Yeah, just love.
Yeah.
It's all love. I don't understand why Breath of the Wild is its own category.
Because it's a different type of Zelda. It's 3D, but like it's unique. It's not like any of the previous ones.
Okay.
It's its own genre now.
Yeah, but handheld Zeldas are all over the place.
Not really.
Yes, really.
Not really.
Yes, really.
Do you love or respect my criteria? For this?
I respect your criteria.
Okay, I'll be honest. I took like 10 minutes to think of this
no,
game.
I like it. I like
to
this
be
game.
refined a little bit. So going forward, I'm just gonna like just the entire series for these. I don't
Okay.
want to
Yes.
like get too granular.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Love.
Love his personality. I love what they transformed him into. When you think about what he was as an arcade icon, then just the
Yeah, he was just a dumb baby at first, and
Yeah.
then there was like they turned the original one into the grandpa.
yeah,
That's a 10.
that's a 10.
Good lore respecting there. Kirby.
Love Kirby.
Respect. I like Kirby, but it doesn't get me stoked.
Yeah, you know me, Kyle.
Sorry,
I'm
Kyle.
in the respect category too.
Sorry.
Hey,
hasn't done it
respect
for
isn't
me.
bad. This is why this is a good game. Hey, at least you respect
I
it.
respect it.
Yeah.
I love the individual character Kirby.
Okay.
I respect the games.
Sure.
Fire Emblem.
Love.
Respect.
Love. Mario Kart.
Love.
Dude, love. I love Mario Kart. It's so fun.
Love.
Okay.
I was like,
There was something lingering there. I was nervous.
so I guess this was already implied in Donkey Kong. I didn't catch myself, but I was also going to ask about Donkey Kong Country.
Love.
Oh,
Love.
If we're
The most love.
excluding Donkey Kong arcade Donkey Kong can
Yeah.
get a big respect. If we're talking country, that's
I am
where
curious
the love
about this.
comes from.
Yes. Like, do you prefer like the Country
Yes.
series and then like its evolution versus everything else Donkey Kong?
You're right, and I realize the Game Boy game's good.
Yeah.
Still, you're getting a fat
94?
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the big love comes to
From country, yeah.
When country
That's
starts,
why you
yeah.
Yeah.
went in the stratosphere.
I'm in the same boat as you, Kyle.
yeah.
The F-Zero series.
Ooh, respect.
Ooh, F-Zero. I love F-Zero.
Wow.
I love F-Zero, dude. It's so fun. Dude, GX, man. So fun. And what was the N64 one?
There's F-Zero X, which
That
is
was the
N64
64 one, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I loved X.
There are 2 on Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say that I respect the Game Boy ones, but the rest of them I love,
Wow.
which makes it to overall a love. Mario Party.
Respect.
Respect.
That's 3 respects
Yeah.
right there.
Used to love
Where's
it.
Huber?
We're in
You
a
know?
weird period for Mario Party.
All right. I'll wrap this up with one more. I know there's plenty of
Okay.
series out there. Pokemon.
Ooh, respect. Just say it, dude.
Wow. I don't know. I was not prepared for
Just
this kind of
say
thought
it.
on this podcast today.
You know there's an out, Kyle. You can say, I love and respect.
It's respect.
It's respect. The thing I love the most, I can only
like
respect.
that self-reflection right there. It's like, I thought I was so sure of this answer,
Yeah,
but now
that's-
that I think
that was a
about
good
it,
one to say,
Damiani, I
dude.
think we're not recording.
no, I'm recording in the other room.
Oh,
Oh,
fancy.
save.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
record on this one.
Okay,
That
sweet.
just made me
Because this
sweat.
is the only one that's ever had issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Thought ahead.
So respect, yeah. I'll have to say I respect them too.
Okay.
I enjoyed playing them when I got into them in the middle of the series.
Mm.
And I gone back and played the older ones, but
You weren't there day one?
no,
Really?
I was not
Oh.
there day one. I was aware of Pokemon from day one.
Just weren't into it.
I was like,
You were buying Nintendo Powers. You were skipping 10 pages every month.
I saw the Pokemon stuff. I saw, oh, Pikachu looks cute. Bye. Like it's a cute, cuddly little thing. I wish I had it as a pet.
You didn't even read the articles.
I would just skip over. I was like, nope, not interested.
God, dude.
I had a very bad bias against what I didn't even know yet was like anime looking things.
Oh,
Until like till I finally saw Cowboy Bebop in the early 2000s.
Wow, Cowboy Bebop's the one that did it for you.
Yeah, I used to see I saw friends and then even roommates in college still watching like Naruto and Dragon Ball.
Nice.
And I would see them watching it. And I'd be like, "What the hell are you all watching? This looks so stupid."
Sure.
All I see is a bunch of screaming and yelling and giant flashy attack stuff that looks ridiculous. I was like, this seems too intense, and like also English dubs. English dubs sounded horrible to me. So I
For
was
Dragon
like,
Ball, they do not.
I heard them and I was like, this is like low
Goku.
budget, like sounding.
This is budget?
Like the audio. I was like, this sounds terrible.
No.
You watching the VHSs and stuff?
Whatever they were watching it on, whether it's like Cartoon Network, Toonami, or whatever
Yeah, sure.
it used to be on back in the day. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not.
But then
I'm not big on the dub.
I had a friend who sat me down. It's like, all right, I've had enough of your nonsense, Damiani.
This is a good friend.
It was Hubert.
Here we.
Yeah.
It was like, you were in a costume. Dragged me down. It wasn't Dragon Ball though, because remember, even through Easy Allies days,
Yeah, you went
I was
through
like
it.
anti-Dragon Ball because of the foreheads.
But now look at you. You're one of us now, dude.
yeah, now I don't even see the foreheads.
Yeah.
It's like the Matrix. I don't even see the lines
Yeah,
of
dude.
code. I just see.
He's a believer now.
Fun stuff.
Dude, I
there.
just wanted to talk about Damiani's anime backpack.
Yeah, we're now turning this into an
I
anime
love this.
podcast.
It is.
We do have some patron questions
Ooh.
to answer. We had a lot. And we have
'em on.
only so much time to answer these. So if we somehow get through these, I'll bring up the remainder of the questions and we'll just start going through them in order.
Sure.
I just picked from all over the place, different topics, try to keep it diverse subjects here. If you would like to submit questions for consideration for episodes of Friend Code, you have to be a $5 and up patron. I'll make a post a week that we're recording calling for your submissions. And generally, we do an actual patron Q&A section of each episode now. So your questions could be about anything Nintendo related. And our first question comes from Victor. This will be interesting where this goes. This is a hot topic.
Ooh.
Do you believe that we will ever see a bona fide Pokemon game on consoles that manages to be the game that fans want it to be? Or will we always be stuck in a monkey's paw situation like with Let's Go and Sword and Shield? Love and respect. There were a lot of people asking this essentially this question this week.
Yeah.
I'll have to say before you answer, I am only 4 hours into the game. I have just gotten my jersey, slept in the hotel, met Team Yell, and I'm going back to the stadium. That is where I am at in the game.
4 hours?
What are you doing?
I spent about 2 hours in the wild area.
Oh my god.
I'm like my Pokemon are like level 20 something.
Oh, okay. All right. You're over leveling.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't doing it intentionally. I thought you were supposed to spend all this time in the wild area. It's huge. I went the bridge like, I think there's too tough a Pokemon over there. I'm like, challenge accepted, level 40. Oh, okay, I'm out of here.
That was their mistake because they challenged Damiani.
But like they kept
Yeah.
putting up the lights to do the raid battles, or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep doing these. I keep going up. I'm gonna keep fighting and capturing these things.
You do get good loot from raid battles.
I was like, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. Getting the records, basically the moves that can only be used once.
Yeah, the
that's
TMs.
it's the best possible prize the game.
We're still calling TMs, right?
No,
or TRs, or
they're TRs because they're records.
TRs, yeah, TRs. Sorry.
So they're technical records now, and so you
Yeah.
use it once, they smash the record.
Yeah, I saw the record stores when I got a Moto Stoke, right? That's first town name, Moto Stoke.
Yes, but that record store is actually musical records.
Oh, it wasn't open, and the guy outside did give me a TR.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Cool.
So I was like, wait a sec.
Maybe that is.
Oh, dude,
What?
there's a NPC who gives you earbuds, and that's the only way you can get access to the options to control your audio settings.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if you missed that, you don't get to change your what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. I didn't think about how absurd that is.
That was like, I was lucky I went back and like talked to everybody before I moved on. A little weird. Anyway, the question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're avoiding this question because the answer is no. You will never see the Pokemon game that you were imagining. But it's up to us.
Oh.
This is what I've settled on. It's up to us. It's up to our generation. Be the change you want to see. Like, we can only complain about the Pokemon game that's there for so long until it's like, well, why don't you just make your own game? Why
Yeah.
don't you just do it? You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't feel like you can just... You got to accept Pokemon for what it is. It's the easiest way to get through these games. the game you are fantasizing about, the Pokemon adventure you're fantasizing about, there's no incentive for them to make that game. There's just no incentive because
It just sells. It doesn't matter.
yeah, the game they make just sells like crazy.
I think that's a really good argument, Kyle. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it even would take to make Game Freak react in the way that some fans want them in terms of like giving them the game of their quote unquote dreams. I don't even think like bad sales of one entry would even do that. Like
Right.
I just don't know how dress their thing. And honestly, yes, I think you need to let go of your cute and cuddly favorite little looking Pokemon and go make a new game that is the Pokemon you want. Like go rally behind some other developer or another group of like indie developers and be like, hey, there's obviously a lot of demand for this type of game. Obviously, you have to make up your own cute, cuddly looking creatures, whatever you're going to make in them to replace the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that's not very easy. That's a hard thing. Like, that is part of this. I think that's the hardest part of letting go, Kyle, is that so many people are attached. Like, look at not
What am I looking at?
The transfer thing?
Brexit's the.
You're looking at Dexit?
Yeah, like how many people get upset about their favorite Pokemon not being in there?
Oh, sure.
Sorry, like my point is what I'm trying to make is like how attached they are to actual Pokemon. And if they play a game that doesn't have like Bulbasaur, Charmander, or whatever in there, they're like, I can't get into that.
Well, so
It's a hard thing to ask for some people, I think.
And it's like maybe Breath of the Wild Pokemon is not the best, most successful game. You know, maybe they do make a Breath of the Wild Pokemon that has all the Pokemon we love, and it's just I don't think it would make as much money as the game that does this year. They have mastered the amount of money they should spend on a Pokemon game. They won't even do CG cutscenes. They won't even do voice acting. They have 2D painted cutscenes, and it's like that is how much budget they're not willing to spend on this. Yeah, exactly. Like Fire Emblem has cutscenes that look great. You know what I mean? Like it's not like Nintendo's not willing to do this. It's this weird Pokemon Company, Game Freak. This combo is not willing to spend a certain amount of money on a Pokemon game.
So it is interesting. I mean, I think the way things are, there's little incentive to do anything more radical to change. Like with Breath of the Wild Pokemon, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. There's nothing indicates that they should be doing this.
Right.
At the same time, I think even I've been guilty of getting this wrong. So Pokemon Company was set up by Nintendo. It's like to manage Pokemon, correct? Like and Game Freak's obviously the developer, but like there's a lot of people say like Nintendo has like no say in it. It's like the Pokemon Company, but I believe in like the creation of everything, like it is Nintendo's IP.
Nintendo has 30% of the say.
Okay.
That's what's so effed up about this. And basically Game Freak just you never hear this happen.
Well,
every other business story that we've ever heard in our lives, like Game Freak would have gotten owned by the big business and then like had their IP taken away from them. I don't know what Game Freak did. I don't know what deal they worked out, but this developer who doesn't make great games outside of Pokemon is a superpower in the world of video games because they have 30% of Pokemon.
I think it goes bigger than like I guess what I'm trying to get at is that because it generates so much money, because it is a financial success, like people, I guess there's some suggestions like, well, why didn't Nintendo's like buy it all outright and stuff, you know, because it's making them so much, even that 30% or whatever they have, they're getting that much money. Why would they want to mess with that? It's so much. And also like we talked about it on, I think maybe the Easy Allies podcast at one point.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon's like the largest multimedia IP in like the world.
Yeah.
And a lot of that money also comes from like merchandise sales. Like
most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
A big majority of it comes from merchandise.
And so honestly, I bet at some point they could just like straight up lose the games and be like, it's a hit, but like we could still keep going on merch and or TV deals and movie deals and stuff like that.
But they won't because then Game Freak doesn't get there. So Pokemon Company is Creatures Inc., Nintendo, and Game Freak.
Yes.
So Creatures Inc. is the one we never talk about.
Okay.
And that's the one that's mostly responsible. They do weird stuff, dude, but I think they're mostly responsible for merchandising.
Okay.
And so like, it's the weird thing, dude. Like Nintendo could have a meeting, go to Game Freak and say like, hey, we really want you to make a better video game this year. And Game Freak could say, okay.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, like they
ignore them.
Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. It's like they all have equal power and no one has any more influence over the others than the others do. And so It's weird, man. I mean, like, obviously Nintendo does have influence because, like, a bunch of their weird Nintendo gimmicks get put in each of these games. Like the card reader, right? It's like, oh, we got to support that Nintendo e-card reader way back when on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So it's stuff like that. It's weird, man. I don't get it.
Let me be like slightly more positive about it. I don't think you're gonna get the Pokemon you dream of with like all the Pokemon. I could see them going in the more Breath of the Wild route down the line, but the Pokemon games change is just real slow. Like this iteration did some things I actually wanted from it, like being on a console actually for once, and having at least right stick control in one area, I guess, is like a positive step for me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But I think to get to the place people want, it's going to take a long time. It's not impossible, but I think it's impossible to get the huge scope you want, also with the amount of Pokemon, as detailed as you want.
Yeah. I understand the sentiment of wanting to have the game live up to your expectations, like you've built something up in your head. Mm-hmm. I experienced that with other series, not with Pokemon per se. And so I can definitely sympathize with that. But going through what I've played of Pokemon Sword so far, just like the wild area, the moment I could like zoom out, not just rotate the camera, but zoom out so I could see everything. I was like, oh, thank you, like welcome to where you should have been. But like, it's nice, and I think things generally look nice. It's not the best looking game on Switch, but like how they frame the camera work in the town, like the opening town area, I thought was great looking.
Okay.
I liked it.
It's got nice colors.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like they do good work with the art direction. I think that like saves the look of the game so far. I haven't seen the whole game. Obviously, there's other areas could look real. Like Motostoke, I don't like actually. Okay. Motostoke, not a fan of that area. I was like, oh, okay, we're back to like rectangular buildings and rectangular corridors. Like, yeah, this is like at least the first starting town gave me the illusion of like, oh, curved roads and like. It feels a little bit more. I mean, it's an outdoor, like town in the middle of nature. It's nice.
So I would just say though that the towns look nice. You're going to see some cool looking towns, Damiani, but there's such a step back in that there is nothing to do in any of these towns.
Oh yeah, I that's why I said I'm very early.
Yeah,
like that first time I had like nothing to do, but I'm like, oh, it's just the opening town. There's never anything to do in these opening towns.
Right.
But I got to Motostoke. I'm like, oh wow, it's really just run to this destination.
Pokemon
I tell
Center,
you,
gym.
Yeah, go to Pokemon Center, go to the gym, go to the hotel, go back to the gym. I'm like, oh, here we go. It's the old. I mean, even the older games, at least you can go into like a random like building and go, oh, I went to the 4th floor. Oh, look, it's the Pokemon like Game Freak developers hidden there or something. Like they had cool stuff like that. And I will say this, Cal, like in front of like the gym, for the opening ceremony, I went to the left, went to right, like, ooh, secrets. Here's a little ball hidden here. Here's a little glowy thing. Not enough of that though. I feel like it feels a little too procedural.
Yeah. But like Red and Blue, I would even say back then, this is Dragon Quest thing. You want a little story thing for each town.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
And I think they kind of even in the older generations had this kind of thing where like, hey, this town's got a ghost tower, dude, and you can't go capture ghosts until you go get this Sylph Scope, which you'll get for saving this guy from this other thing in this other town. So you got to come back later. Like, there's just none of that. Brad, you're right that it's progressing slower and slower, but I think they're also losing things as with this progression in the craziest ways.
Yeah, they like add things, but stuff gets left behind.
Yeah. No casino.
Oh. Didn't know that.
I just want a sense of exploration from these games, man.
Yeah.
There's like none. Like the open world is like, the open area is cool, but like when you're going from town to town, it feels like a PS2 game or like, it feels like a DS game. Like, your path. It's just like one way, this way, and it's not long.
It has 3 exits. Yeah, it's not.
Basically, that's my biggest fear going forward, Brad, is as soon as I get through Motostoke and like next time I go to Wild Area, it's going to be like more of the same. Like, it never
there's, like,
changes.
One wild area, right? It's just one area.
And it's like, oh yeah, the weather changes every so often. Like, that's just like a filter you put over.
But like, I haven't played a lot of Pokemon games, but it just reminded me too much of the old ones that I did play. Where I was like, this feels old, like going through this. Like, it doesn't feel good exploring going out of my way. Because, like, the Pokemon aren't, like, rare that I've encountered just dicking around in the grass. I'm like, oh, sick, it's this Pokemon. Something like that. It's just like, oh, okay, it's right here. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's, I'll be honest, I'm expecting, hopefully, but it sounds like it's not going to happen. More variety when I get further into the wild area, but I spent like roughly 2 hours in there just trying out stuff, fighting and whatever I could fight and catch stuff.
Camping.
And if that's it, if that's the gameplay loop for that, and I saw it already, that's going to be very disappointing to
Oh,
me.
you did. You saw it all.
Then I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, there's no cool thing to go and explore and find.
The gym stuff, how they like kind of have like different challenges before it. Is
Yeah.
that new?
Kind of.
I like that. I think that's cool.
You mean,
So gyms has always had little puzzles in front of them.
yeah.
I just
but
don't remember.
These are definitely more themed than before.
Okay.
Like some of these are
appreciate it.
straight up mini games. And
Yeah.
they didn't go that far.
I didn't like.
before.
I've only done 3 gyms, but I didn't like
Yeah.
the fire one as much compared to the first 2.
Oh, where it's like catch 3. Or
yeah, but
catch
like the
6
first
points
2 were
worth, yeah.
super simple, but I liked them more. Like
yeah.
the water puzzle and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really simple but
Herd
fun.
and
At least-
sheep?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one thing, a very positive thing I will say about this one, and they've been doing it for a while, but like I still like doing it, is just going into the clothing store and spending a lot of time buying my clothes. I went to the salon. I got haircut. I did the quote unquote makeup, even though it's just like eyelashes and like a little bit of like lipstick is what you get done. I mean, I love messing around with that. And seeing, my complaint, though, is one small complaint, quality of life thing,
Yeah.
is you have to spend the money first, and then you could see how things will look on you.
Oh,
You cannot
yeah.
preview your haircut or makeup
Wait.
stuff. Clothing, you can. Haircut and makeup, I couldn't see.
That's
a way-
real life, bro. You can try on clothes before you buy
I'm
them,
spoiled,
but
I'm
you
spoiled
can't try
by
on a
I'm
haircut.
spoiled by every other game in the
I
last
know.
like 5 years, 10 years. Hey, you want to see how that hairstyle looks? It's like, nope, pay me the $3,000 for your haircut.
That's how life
right
works.
now.
Yes.
Because I blew like how much the pocket change you get at the very beginning. I spent like almost all of it on like new clothes at the first clothing store. So $3,000 was a lot by the time I got to the town. I was like,
I actually like that a lot. I like that clothes are way more expensive than anything else
yeah,
because it gives you something to actually raise
Yeah.
your money up for.
Love
yeah.
that.
yeah. And I do think it's something like they can keep going as far with that as they want because I enjoy that stuff, and it's actually like to me, glamour is always the true end game.
Yeah,
in
for a
any
lot of games it is,
and
yeah.
and this I was like, this is what motivates me to go fight Pokemon, not to catch them anymore, but to get that money from all like the matches I get and go back to the store and buy more clothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they should have really just make a gameplay loop on that.
I do wish they went a little more wild with that stuff, actually.
Yeah, as far as I very early, you can spoil this for me if you want. Like, can you get any clothing that looks like Team Yell caliber stuff or anything?
No.
Like, no.
Punk
Okay.
rat.
And that's what sucks is in Sun and Moon, you could actually buy the uniform of Team Skull. It was really cool.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, probably it's not happening.
Wait for the Ultra version,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you'll be able to buy it.
And you know I will.
Yeah, you'll complain the whole time.
Yep.
But you'll buy it.
Nah. Whew. Moving on. I think this one lift your spirits.
Ooh.
Both I think really like this. Getting a phone call in the middle of reading my my notes here.
Okay.
From Straw Hat Ninja. Greetings, allies.
Greetings.
Dragon Quest XI
Yeah.
continued the Switch's trend of getting great RPGs on the system. Is the Switch the best system to play these types of games on? I know the visuals are downgraded slightly in Dragon Quest XI's case, but I played the PC version and vastly prefer playing on the Switch. It makes grinding and busy work you need to do in these types of games so much more manageable. What do you think? Also, thank you for another great year of content and enjoy the upcoming holidays. Love and respect. Thank you.
So just RPGs in general?
Great RPGs.
Great RPGs.
I actually prefer to play like on a TV or my monitor when I'm playing an RPG. Mm-hmm. I totally get the appeal of playing on a handheld. I just don't really like playing on handhelds, period, that much. I'm not really much of a huge handheld guy, so I always prefer the big screen.
Dragon Quest XI, I think, is this good in between. So let's say Final Fantasy VII Remake was also launching on Switch for some reason. There is no way I would play it on Switch.
It's like The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3, I mean, yeah, man. It's like,
Like if The Witcher 3 came out the same time as the other versions, no.
Right.
I wouldn't- yeah, but now that it's come out so much later and it's just a cool novelty to play on the go, yeah, that's cool.
it's hard to explain why that is, but I think that sometimes when you want this big adventure, you want that big blown up on your TV.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I just played through Dragon Quest XI almost entirely on the TV. So I had it on Switch. I easily could have watched
Okay.
something else while I was grinding or whatever. But even that kind of game at that scale, I still like that being a TV thing.
I agree with you. I'm thinking. I know, going back to Pokemon quick. I think this might be why I think maybe Pokemon Sword looks better to me. I'm playing exclusively on my Switch Lite. I'm not playing it on TV.
Oh, wow.
So I'm playing on a smaller screen, so it probably looks a little bit better on a smaller screen.
Sure.
So full transparency there. Yeah, smaller screen means, not.
And to be honest with you, I think it lowers your expectations. You're not looking for this kind of.
I'm still playing it like
handheld.
it's a handheld game to me. I'm still
Handheld,
playing
yeah.
it like
Yeah.
it's a handheld experience. Playing it in like short bursts every now and then versus when I hook up something to my TV, especially an RPG, I'm in it for like a few hours at least. Whereas Pokemon, I could play like 20 minutes. I might not get that far. I'm like, I feel good for now. I can come back tomorrow and play a little bit more or next session. And that's why I'm taking my time with it. I'll probably beat it sometime next year, but it's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though that, like Final Fantasy VIII, right? Some of these Final
Remastered?
Fantasy, these remasters, I think Switch is just the place for those.
So yeah, like Final Fantasy X, 10-2 remastered. I've played that on like multiple systems, but I still have it on my Switch. And same thing, like it's just it's the portability of it. The fact that like at any moment, like, hey, I'd really like to play X game. Oh, it is on Switch. Oh, I'm here at the studio. I'm just gonna play it for like 20 minutes. Stuff. That's part of it. That's a large part of it for me. But like, yeah, when I'm like home and I'm sitting down and it's like time to play like a game on a TV, I tend to prefer whatever system it's going to look best on. So whether it's usually PC, PS4, and then Switch last, unless like if Switch exclusive, it's on that. But I find myself to be more like open-minded to playing a game that would look better on another system on Switch because I can take it on the go.
Sure.
But something like Witcher 3, everything I heard about it, even if it looks like, hey, pretty decent looking on Switch, to me, like, I would never put my whole time into a playthrough of Witcher 3 on Switch. I would always play it on like a different system than
PC
that.
baby.
But yeah, like I think you nailed it, Dokao, with Dragon Quest XI S. Because not only I think the game looks good on PC, PS4. It looks really good, but I think it looks good enough on Switch, so like it's not that big of a discrepancy. But also as Straw Hat Ninja pointed out, there's a lot of like extra stuff in Dragon Quest XI S.
Yep.
That's a big thing I think publishers or developers could do when they're especially bringing a game later to Switch.
Yes.
Is adding
New
extra
content.
features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is in the end why I got it for Switch. It was all those extra things.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, just play Dragon Quest.
Yeah, one way or another, just play Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked at how not well it sold, the Switch version. I thought it was going to sell much better than it did.
I already bought it.
Yeah. But I mean, the original version sold up to like beyond expectations for Square Enix. So
Yeah, I thought it'd be this Mario Kart effect. Like everybody already bought Mario Kart, but no, they didn't.
Yeah, but Mario Kart's juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a completely
I
different
want
league.
Dragon Quest to be.
I
Juggernaut.
miss.
Me too.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Like
Put them in Mario Kart so people know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Mario Kart, to make a Mario Kart Ultimate, put a Dragon Quest character in there.
I got it. You know what? I think that Terry showed up way better in Smash Bros than the hero did. The Dragon Quest.
Oh
hero.
yeah, I would agree with you. I'd also agree this is an issue that I don't think Square Enix is ever going to beat. I know, especially here at EA's the Allies, like Ben, Huber, you, Brad, and you now Kyle, like championing Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
There's a lot of push to say, hey, this is a good series. At least the newest entry is like really good. And some of the more recent ones have been pretty good. Some of the older ones are pretty good too.
8 on 3DS. Check it out.
But I think the problem is in the West, for whatever reason, as is, I think we talked about this something recently. I forget what. Dragon Quest XI is still not. I think it has this kind of like stigma against it in the West that it's too tall of a hurdle to get over. It's what Monster Hunter used to have as well in the West. It used to sell so well in Japan.
Yeah.
And Dragon Quest is king in one of the kings of Japan in terms of sales. It just can't break out here. And it took Capcom being, let's go wild with Monster Hunter World. Like, everything and anything is on the table to be chopped, revised, whatever, to make this appeal to more people. Whereas I don't think they're ever going to do that with Dragon Quest. I think they are satisfied. They're very happy with how Dragon Quest does in Japan, and they care about it a lot. It does okay outside of Japan. They're fine with that. And I just don't think it's ever going to be bigger
They make
than
like small tweaks for outside Japan releases though. Like they put voice acting in for us and stuff. They changed the menus. So I think they're open to like a few things, but I don't know about a rapid departure.
I agree. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it seems like they're still going to keep making them. And and honestly, never say never. Look what happened to Persona.
Yeah, never seen.
Yeah, Persona and Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem
was like a series that was supposed to be on the verge of being axed and killed and buried.
That's massive.
And now it's like one of the biggest IPs for Nintendo.
I got a question for the community.
Sure.
Of Friend Code, actually. So Dragon Quest XI S ends on a cliffhanger. You just said they're going to make more. Is that an actual cliffhanger, or is that just kind of like a little silly cliffhanger? Is that a suggestion in a future game to come?
I don't know if that implies
there's
anything
ties.
like that.
There's ties of old Dragon Quest games in it, and I don't know exactly where it falls in the timeline, but I think that's one of the already existing Dragon Quest games. The ending of it, I think.
Oh,
I think it is.
Okay, all right.
I'll
be
super
reading
familiar
the
with
comments.
a lot of the old Dragon Quests, so I can't speak on it.
I have confidence that the comments in this video
But yeah,
will know
like-
exactly what that scene was about.
Yeah.
And then sorry that there are spoilers in the comments now. Sorry about that. Sorry, everybody who hasn't finished Dragon Quest XI. You put a space, put spoilers, and then hit enter a bunch of times, and then write your comment.
I'm a little curious. What I actually meant is like they're obviously gonna make a Dragon Quest 12.
Yeah.
Regardless of like what
It'll
the ending
take
of this like
8 years.
narrative. Yeah. Regardless of the narrative. Our next question comes from Reagan. Hey allies.
How do they spell it?
How they spell what?
Reagan.
Oh, do you think I said it wrong?
No, I wonder if it's anime Reagan.
Reagan.
Okay, regular Reagan.
Okay. Okay. Glad to clarify.
Anime Reagan.
Anime Reagan. Yeah. Like, what do you mean by anime
What
Reagan?
anime are you talking about?
Mob Psycho 100.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Hey allies. After watching Damiani and Kyle stream Mario 64, I got a real bad itch to play it again.
Great stream, by the way.
It was a very fun stream.
Yep.
I was very.
What was the title? Like, bringing light to your gloomy day or something
we
like
lost
that?
internet.
Yeah, Damiani wrote that. Yeah.
I was just like, my day was fine.
Because I saw. It's literally. I saw someone in chat say, "Oh, what a gloomy day, whatever day.
Oh,
I wish
really?
someone would bring
That's
light
funny.
to my day."
That's
so
super
I just
funny.
took that yeah, I will bring light to your day. I'm really hoping they add Nintendo 64 to the Switch Online service sometime next year. If they end up doing it, what games would you like to see added to the lineup? Love and respect. Oh, wait a second. Did I just mess this up? So it says Reagan, but then it says Alex down here.
You got to go with Alex and then cut Reagan.
Okay. It's either Alex or Reagan.
Yes.
They put two different names here. I apologize. Oh, wait, no. Alex is for the next question. I'm sorry. I didn't put a line break. This happens every so often.
No,
So-
you learn these within the first 3 weeks of doing a podcast, so when to do line breaks.
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, Google Drive, this is the second week in a row, it's undone a line break for me.
Oh.
Yeah. I usually do double. I put large line breaks, and all of
I
a sudden
see.
it just
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just decided to bring them together. It's
Whack.
like, why?
We can confirm on this end that Google
Yeah.
left
So
Damiani.
this question
Yeah.
is from Reagan. I
Okay.
apologize. The next question is from Alex. So
Great.
yes, what N64 games would you like to see on a theoretical, if they were theoretically added to the Switch Online service at some point in the future?
Obviously, some of like the greats. You gotta have the Zeldas. Gotta have the Marios. I would like to see some deeper cuts like Tactics Ogre, 64. I think some weird games like Mischief
Ooh.
Makers would be fun.
Mischief Makers.
On Wii U, I've hovered over Paper Mario many times.
yeah,
I would love it. I would love to play through Paper Mario.
They need to
You gotta
put
boot
OG
up the Wii U,
Paper
though.
Mario on there.
Yeah.
I think that is a must-have. I'm literally bringing up.
They probably can't put any of the rare games on there.
So that's what I was gonna say.
But that would really mean something.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Let's just say they are fair game.
Okay.
Let's just say like with all the buzz and talk with Nintendo, Microsoft, and all that stuff, the stuff coming out about like the GoldenEye remastered, like just how close it got to being like the archive.org leaks of like the behind the scenes videos that were even planned for like the rare replay that was supposed to include it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see
That's
some of
news
those.
to
That
me, dude.
that
That-
confirmed. Like, there's like an interview that confirms why they had to axe or why some of the other Bond likenesses are still in the game files, but like why they weren't officially allowed to use them because
Oh, for
Connery
sure.
said no.
Yeah.
It was always rumored, but they confirmed it. But that interview is not officially allowed, like legally allowed to be distributed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, rare games. Let's say they're fair game.
I mean, for rare games,
there any-
all the banjo games.
Yeah, I feel like is there any actual rare game you wouldn't want to see? Is more of the question.
The dumb bug one?
The dumb
The
bug one.
You mean
There's-
Jet Force
there's
Gemini?
Jet Force Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh,
Yes.
Because I was like, do you mean Buck Bumble?
No. Buck Bumble's in
You
there.
don't like? I don't know how it holds up, but I liked it at the time.
Jet Force Gemini has some. You got to really get the control scheme down. It's very
it's in
weird
64,
to
dude.
control. They have a lot of different control options. You got to pick the one that
And
works
that's the thing
best.
is, for a lot of these games, I would love if they. And this is a big ask, and I would be willing to have half or a quarter of the games if they do this, but integrate the right analog stick. So games that used to use the C button.
You're getting crazy, dude.
Yeah. But that's what I would even prefer it.
Sure.
So like GoldenEye absolutely would be legitimately be able to support that because they had a 2 controller mode.
Yeah.
But like I think the problem is sorry, I keep getting a phone call from this number and it keeps interrupting my things.
How many times? On the third one, we'll pick up.
Yeah, that was like I think the second
Okay.
time.
So imagine Mario 64 though with the right analog stick, Damiani.
No, but like I think they would have to go back and recode those cameras because they
Yeah,
are
'cause
what I'm asking them to do.
they do not work on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They absolutely do not work that way. And unfortunately, yeah, it would be brilliant, but it's something I don't think they will do. Unfortunately.
I would take it though. I would take the trade-off. I would take fewer games with newer control schemes than.
Or like some maybe like special edition, DualShock edition.
Oh man, the special editions on
So
NES
those
are
are
such
things- well-
bummers, dude.
Well, the thing you're talking about, Kyle, I would see that as more they would sell it as a standalone, like buy it off like the eShop or like Nintendo on like buy an individually packaged.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be part of an online service subscription. It'd be like a $10, $15 buy essentially if they're going to do something like that.
And I would love to do it, honestly. It bums me out. I mean, these two services could go away in a second, and I'd lose access to all those games.
Yeah, that does suck.
I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
could-
what I want. Just let me buy them, man.
Yeah.
If
that's
you
what
buy
I've
it
always
digitally,
wanted.
there's still technically the threat of you losing it and stuff.
Yeah, but as long as my system works, usually it's fine.
Yeah, so here are the games. Can you one sec? Just do a clap here. I do a cut. Sorry, I'm getting like multiple voicemails from this number.
Oh,
so-
sure. Yeah. It might be something important.
Really? It is my dentist who called me 3 times
Dentist emergency.
just to confirm. They want
Oh.
to confirm my appointment.
Why can't they just text you?
They left me 2 voicemails to confirm my appointment.
Dude, what is this?
We're not cutting this. This is actually.
Oh, okay, we're back in the
Yeah, we're
episode.
back in here.
We're back in.
Like this is the phone. It was my dentist trying to confirm my appointment. It must be because it's like holiday time, so like they're really like it. They called me 3 times and left 2 voice messages.
Why don't they just have text?
That's just desperate.
I do have text set up, and they're supposed to text me to confirm and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm like, why aren't they texting you, dude?
This is evil. Wow. Well, the first one, it was 2 different people because their voice messages they have 2 different names in the
Oh,
transcripts.
so somebody went on their lunch break. Maybe.
Yeah, so they must not have realized that they called me 2 times or 3 times.
Gotcha.
There we go. Wow. I'm so sorry for that, but I get a little antsy because it's the area code for where I live. I'm always freaked out. It's my apartment and it's something bad, so it's like I can't like
Understandable.
I cannot focus when I have something like that on my mind. But anyway, back to our N64 games.
Yes.
I got the list up from Game Rankings, like the all-time greats here. And let me sort it. It says by 20 reviews. I'm going to sort it by 5 because back then there were very few review sites, and we'll get more games up here. So here we go. So we obviously said Ocarina of Time, N64. I just want a yes or no to if you have an interest in these.
Great.
GoldenEye's Office, Perfect
Yes.
Dark,
Yes.
Yes.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater,
No.
Banjo-Kazooie, obviously.
Yes.
Majora's Mask, Banjo-Tooie,
Yes.
Yeah.
Wave Race 64.
Yes.
Yes. Big
and
yes.
NFL Blitz.
If they can make it happen, yes. It's not the best version, and that's why I said no to Tony Hawk. Is it's like N64 isn't the best, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're not
yes.
using the N64 controller.
Yeah. Let's say yes to that.
1080 snowboarding.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Snowboard Kids, can we have that in there?
Yeah,
too?
We haven't
big
gotten there
yes.
yet, but
Big
yes.
Snowboard
yes.
Kids over
Big
1080.
yes.
Yeah.
A dream.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
It's all right.
International Superstar Soccer.
Sure.
Skip. I don't care.
Yeah.
Beetle Racing
Yes,
Adventure.
yes,
That game's
yes,
fun,
yes,
dude.
yes.
That's a fun rental.
Excite Bike 64.
I had fun with that game. I would take it.
Okay.
I already know about Turok. Blast Corps.
Yeah.
I'm a yes to this.
Yeah,
not a
especially
huge
on like
fan of
you get a
Blast
huge collection of games at day one. Just like
Yeah.
I'll put 15 minutes in there.
Yeah. Rayman 2, The Great
I
Escape.
liked Rayman 2 at the time.
Sure.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Yes.
Madden 2000.
Big old skip from me.
That's
was-
a big skip.
Yeah. This came out in 99, so it was a year before PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's a big skip.
All-Star Baseball 2000. It's rated really highly.
Now, what is the one Nintendo made?
Oh, Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, so skip this one. Go for
Okay.
King Griffey.
Pilot Wing 64.
Yes, dude.
Okay.
Gyrocopter.
I'm with it too. Mario Tennis, N64 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That one was fun.
N64 Mario Golf.
Yeah, dude. Love Mario Golf. Bring it back.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
No, I'm afraid no Tony Hawk games.
Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
No.
The N64 version has
Weird version.
What do you
it's
mean?
the only version that has whatchamacallit, control scheme or something.
Oh, the
Has-
non-tank one?
Has a unique control scheme. Only version to have it.
Nope.
Okay.
Mike backs it up, doesn't he?
N64, that's not yours, bud. That's not your game.
Yes, it is. It's on there.
Wipeout 64.
Wipeout. I didn't know there was Wipeout on 64.
I totally forgot there was too. So I'll say yes.
Okay.
Wipeout's cool.
For some reason, I'm
I'm
okay with what.
I get
yeah.
into fun ones now. Tetrasphere.
No.
No.
Big no.
Woo. WWF No Mercy.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
dude.
Warzone.
Gotta
Yes.
have it.
Space Station Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Remember
That
that
sounds
one?
fun.
That was a
Sounds like a Kyle game.
Isn't that the game you can't beat or something? Like there's some problem with.
something.
That's
I
really
forget.
funny.
So maybe like it's a version where they've actually
Yeah,
patched
you can
it. That'd
fix
be
it,
cool. Yeah.
Ridge Racer 64.
Yeah.
Never played it. Sure.
Harvest Moon 64. Extreme G Racing.
Extreme
bike
G,
racing.
dude.
The futuristic bikes.
Wow.
Throw it on, dude.
Wow. I'm surprised, Kyle, you never heard of this? Just forget it.
That one I do
Wow.
not know of.
Worms Armageddon.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know which one that is. What it looks like.
You know exactly what.
I
it
mean,
looks
is it
like,
just
you know?
worms?
It's just worms.
I love worms. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Skip.
Skip.
Whew.
I know it's got people who love it.
San Francisco Rush.
Yes, dude. So fun.
Yeah.
Love San Francisco
We already
Rush.
had Beetle Adventure Racing, but yeah, we could use both.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
The Activision Spider-Man from 2000.
This is a good game.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
The new Tetris.
Big no.
Okay.
Oh.
Goemon's Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Is this Mystical Ninja?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, so this is
Well, this
number
is Great
one.
Adventure. This is not Mystical Ninja. This is a different one.
Yeah, but it's just
Oh,
different
okay.
name, right?
So, no, that's actually
There's
two different
two
games.
different
Oh,
ones.
This one's the
Yeah.
2D brawler, so I
Yeah.
got to say no to this
Okay.
one, yes to Mystical
Oh,
Ninja.
okay.
Yeah.
Quake 2.
Quake 2
What a novelty, man.
on N64 is crazy.
It's for the best. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
We have finally of Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember a game called Wetrix?
No.
I just
Wetrix.
don't remember this.
It makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to pass.
It's like a puzzle game.
Wetrix.
Bust a Move 99.
Yeah, I love Bust a Move.
Wow.
Do you remember Battle Tanks?
Yes, dude. I played this with Huber a lot. It's probably bad.
I forgot there was even
Probably
a
bad.
I forgot there was a Turok 3.
Cool.
Is it Rage Wars?
Shadow of Oblivion.
Great
I think
title.
that was bad, if I
Great
remember
title.
correctly. I
Yeah,
remember
because they remastered 1 and 2 recently and just kind of ignored this altogether.
because I don't even remember this.
don't
I
remember
remember
this.
1, 2, and Rage Wars.
I have no recollection of this game. I thought I did.
Shadow of Oblivion.
Wow.
Dude, you should play the one on GameCube and PS2 and Xbox. I'm so curious.
That one's Rage Wars?
No, I forgot what it's called.
Oh, okay.
But I'm so
no.
curious what you think.
I'm in.
Army Men Air Combat.
Sure.
Sarge is dead.
Sarge is dead.
Would you put StarCraft 64?
No.
Pure novelty. I'd try
Pure
it.
novelty.
Okay.
Pure novelty.
Do you remember Body Harvest?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
I would put this.
Yeah, I'd put that on.
Fighter's Destiny.
I have no idea what that is.
All right. Top Gear Rally. I actually like this game.
Oh,
a lot.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
So Dominic
Beatles, I think Beatles better, but Top Gear Rally is pretty
Cool.
good too.
Okay.
NBA Courtside featuring Kobe Bryant actually wasn't bad. I had that game. Mortal Kombat 4, the N64 version, it had Quake 1 as well. Wow.
Yeah, I don't like Mortal Kombat 4.
All right, last page. Rush through this really fast. Trying to see if there's anything unique on here. Obviously, we'd put Pokemon Snap on there. Not even a question.
Not even a question.
Forsaken 64.
I don't know what that is.
That's like a first person, like you're in a weird, like hovercraft. Big no.
Yeah, I wasn't into it. If Huber is here, he'd be screaming yes at this one. Win back.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
Huber.
win back. Yeah, Metal Gear.
Actually, no, this would be really
Yeah.
interesting to play today. I'll give you one back.
Yeah.
I'll give it
All right.
to him.
I'm assuming Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards is a
I actually
shoe-in.
like Kirby 64.
Well, Kyle's
You not a fan?
No, it's okay. We can put it in.
You not a fan? That's okay. You don't have to like it.
Whoa!
I thought you loved Kirby though,
I do love Kirby.
but not 64.
Not 64.
Okay.
Mystical Ninja starring going.
Yes.
Yes. So
There you
this
go.
is actually Damiani. That would be my number one pick.
I liked
That
I
game
rent-
is-
I rented this game twice
Yeah.
from Blockbuster back in the day. Loved it, but like it was always checked out after that. I can never get it
You played
again.
the first two or like the Super Nintendo ones?
No.
I
beat 'em
played a
ups?
Game Boy one.
Dude, the Super Nintendo one is awesome.
Okay, I've been looking
Dude,
at it.
you gotta
actually.
play it.
I need to
Okay.
try these.
So fun.
Duke Nukem.
It's on
64.
Virtual Console. You can get this.
Dude, we
Super
should
Nintendo
play
one.
that.
Okay,
Oh
I'll
my
look into it.
God.
I'll check it out.
Duke Nukem 64.
Yeah.
Doom 64.
Yeah, completely different game.
Snowboard Kids.
Yes, 1 and 2.
There you go. Micro Machine 64.
Never played it. Don't know.
Shadow Man. Do you remember this game?
Dude, Huber had this. Of course he
Here's
did.
my deal with Micro Machines games.
Okay, Micro Machines games.
Oh,
Here
come
we go.
on. What
Here's
do you
my
got
deal
against
with
the
them.
micro
Okay, what's
machines?
up,
Let's
what's
hear
up?
it.
I want to be behind the car. I want to be in these worlds. I want to be in these
Oh,
tiny
be in
but
a
they
mini
make you
world?
zoomed out and
It's
stuff?
always just you being your size staring down at the cars.
Oh,
Okay.
I
That's
see.
almost every
That's
single
So
Micro
kind of
Machines
like
game.
it
I
needs to be
see.
like the
Yeah.
Lego movie perspective where you're actually in the world all
Yeah,
immersive
man.
and
I
stuff.
want to be down behind that car. Yeah.
Okay. Duck Dodgers starring Daffy Duck.
That's an N64 game.
We need to get this. I've never
Yeah.
heard. We need to find this game.
That sounds
Yeah.
sick.
What is
I'm in.
this game?
Good.
Castlevania 64.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both
Because
versions.
we got save states now. It's like whatever.
yeah, put
man.
both versions
Bring
on
it
there.
I will absolutely want this game in here. Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey.
Oh my God,
Love
yes.
this game. So
Yes.
good. What's Nuclear Strike 64? It's like a helicopter game or something?
Yeah, those are passes.
No,
Okay.
not for me.
What's Magical Tetris Challenge, Kyle? Do you even know what that is from Capcom?
That is a Mickey Mouse game.
Ooh. With Tetris?
That is the most Tetris you've said so far.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm gonna say yes to that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, there was a game called NBA Showtime NBA on NBC. So does it have the theme on it?
Worth it for the song. Yeah.
Okay, we're doing this. Mission Impossible. This was like came out after GoldenEye.
Yeah, I
I
never
was like
played this.
trying to capitalize.
If we get win back, no. But if we don't get win back, yes. Put Mission Impossible on it.
Okay.
Gauntlet Legends.
Yes.
Yes, big yes to
Absolutely.
Disney's Tarzan.
that. Okay.
Sure.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we need
be.
some Disney game on there.
I
Yeah.
remember hearing about this game, but I forget about it completely. Scars. It's like
Don't
S
know.
period C period A period R period. Like it stands for something. It's an acronym.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Ooh, no, I don't know.
I don't remember
Scars.
this. Yeah, I have to look it up. It's a car racing game, I'm guessing, from the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like futuristic. It looks like a shark car with lasers.
Oh, I'm interested.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine.
No,
Whoa.
That
okay.
sounds goofy. I'm in, dude.
go ahead and get that on your PC.
Disney's Donald Duck
probably
going
DOS.
quackers.
Oh, I played this game.
Really?
I don't remember being very good, but yes.
Okay, I trust Brad on this.
Buck Bumble.
Yeah, Buck Bumble.
Sure.
Glover.
It's so funny those two are next to each other.
Glover.
I'd
Buck
play
Those
Bumble.
three.
I'd
what,
try Glover again.
Tonic Trouble. I put it in the same
Yeah.
category. It's like those are all the same game to me.
All right. We spent a lot of time on this. Last one, Dr. Mario 64.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, wait. I would like to see some of the disk drive stuff if they could do that.
Oh, yes. So, Brad, you know how like they did Star Fox 2?
Yeah.
For, like, SNES Classic?
Yeah.
I think they could do like one of those games that was part of the 64
Doshin the
DD.
Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be
the
cool.
F-Zero track editor. Like
Yeah.
they put F-Zero X on there. They're like, here's also the track
Dawn's Design
editor.
Lab, dude.
Dawn's
F-Zero
Design
tracks.
Lab F-Zero, please. Oh my gosh, I need this. I need this so badly.
Same. They could launch with 3 games if one of them is this cool disc drive game we've never played before.
Yeah.
Like I'm willing to take sacrifices in quantity if they're gonna do cool stuff.
Did Nintendo make Quest 64? I don't remember who made that.
No, that was I mean, I'll just look it up.
I never played it, but I was always curious about it.
Yeah, Quest.
Apparently, it's still reviled.
Reviled?
Yes.
Ooh.
Apparently, it's just a straight up not.
It
good
was
video
developed
game.
by Imagineer and published by THQ.
THQ.
So Imagineer was the publisher developer in Japan. So it was
okay.
self-published, but they got THQ to publish it in North
West.
America and Konami in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vigilante 8.
Moderate financial success. A sequel was in consideration. However, only the sequel's story was revealed before it was ultimately canceled.
Oh.
There's a Imagineer released 2 other related games for the Game Boy Color: Quest: Brian's Journey and a maze game called Quest: Fantasy Challenge.
Brian's Journey.
Fantasy Challenge.
Brian's Journey. I really want to know about Brian's Journey now.
Man, I love Game Boy Color games.
Yeah. All right. Our next question comes from Alex. Hello, allies. Given its long and varied history, I thought it would be nice to take a moment to appreciate a series that is over 20 years old. Mario Party. What are some of the panelists' favorite mini games from the Mario Party series?
Booksquirm.
No way. Is that
Yeah.
the one with the windows that drop?
Yeah, it's the book
Brad,
pages. Yeah,
that
it's
is
the
my
best.
immediate
It's-
first
yeah,
thought
it's
as well.
the most legendary game of all time.
So that's the one
Yes.
with like the shapes of the pages. You
yeah,
gotta like,
yeah, you gotta fit.
if
in
you
the
don't, you
hole.
get squashed.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's a good
It's
one.
so simplistic and great.
Yeah.
Usually, the simpler the games, the better for Mario Party. Usually,
Obviously, Bowser's Blast.
Big Blast.
Big Blast. Just the RNG of it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Plus, every time Huber's reactions to that are priceless.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ones where you're like tracing a thing and you don't know who won until the
Me
very
too.
end.
Those are fun. You're right.
With the fruit ones, isn't the one where you either catch the fruit or like you launch, like comes down like a thing and like you stand in front of it.
Oh, there's
and-
like some math where you're like,
Yeah.
I'll skip 2 to.
Yeah.
Those are nasty.
just because like at some point you're just like screw it, let's just go, and like you
Yeah.
see who's gonna win. Actually, Super Mario Party had a really good soccer. It was the best mini game, I thought.
Ooh.
Oh man, the jump rope one. I love the hot rope, the
yes.
flaming jump rope. I love that one.
The slot cars I like. I like any of the racing ones. I like racing over some goofy obstacle course. Those are pretty fun.
Anyone where you're all fighting in an arena and you gotta knock someone out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where like the ground is going away or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Yes.
Like I said, keep it simple, Mario Party.
Yeah.
Don't get all crazy with the controls.
And have some actual boards. Don't just release it as a collection of mini games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the board.
Yeah. All right. Our next question comes from Kerbu. Presuming Kyle is still in the dark, does the panel have any last-minute predictions or hopes for Nintendo at the Game Awards?
Ooh, I am still in the dark. Officially still
good.
in the dark.
So this is good.
Yeah.
And they have their suggestions. So they're like, will there be a 5th Smash DLC announcement? Will there be anything off the wall as Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Yeah. Basically, they were just like asking us, like, they're giving us some suggestions. But yeah, what are your predictions or hopes for the Game Awards in regards
Easy.
to
Breath of the
Nintendo?
Wild 2. That's all I care about.
So when you say Breath of the Wild 2, like,
I
what
want
would
to see.
you expect?
I want to get an idea of what the game actually is, and not just a cutscene. I want to know what the game will be like when you're playing it.
So the gameplay.
Yeah, I want to see
Okay.
a glimpse of it. I want to see like the world or whatever too,
Okay.
not just a cutscene.
Where it really will be taking
Yeah.
place.
We have a lot stacked up. We have a lot that could be shown. And I would have said these 3 games last year is Metroid,
Ooh,
Bayonetta,
What
Bayonetta
Metroid?
is a great
Metroid
pick.
Prime 4.
The new Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too early still.
It might be, but,
But
I
I
mean,
think Bayonetta, yeah.
Bayonetta's
Yeah.
been stacked up for a while.
Here, yeah. Obviously, those are candidates.
Yeah.
Like, it would make sense. Like, these would come to the top of the list. Here would be my arguments against either of those. For Metroid Prime, as Brad just said, too early. But I think Metroid Prime Trilogy HD could be
That'd
more
be sick.
realistic.
I'd play
For
again.
something coming out in 2020. Because I expect Metroid Prime to be like a 2021 game.
All right, here's my counter argument to that, Damiani.
Okay, you got a counter argument.
Yes.
Counter.
Nintendo actually loves the Game Awards.
No, I know they
Nintendo
do.
knows a big announcement, and I'm saying Metroid Prime Trilogy for Switch is too small of an announcement.
I think
for,
Zelda's their big thing though.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's too tiny of an announcement
Okay.
for the Game Awards.
So my counter argument here is that
Please.
like Prime Trilogy wouldn't even be there. Period.
Yeah.
And Metroid Prime 4 won't be at this one because it'll be re-unveiled at E3,
Sure.
and then you'll see real gameplay at the Game Awards 2020.
okay, yeah.
There you go.
Because I honestly I think a collection of remasters is too small time for Nintendo at the Game Awards.
Yes.
Smash character, right? There's one more for the season.
I think that's
Yeah.
like I mean, it is like February is the deadline for the last character. We are now about to end. We're in end of November, beginning of December. So there's 2.5 weeks till the Game Awards, like 20 days or something like that till the Game Awards. Like I don't think Nintendo's gonna drop a direct before the Game Awards. So and there's nothing happening after that in December. And I don't think they're waiting till their January direct, because if they wait till the January direct, if they even do a January direct, that means they gotta like release like that. There's always been about like a month or so after the announcement of a character until the release.
Yeah.
So it's still plausible January could be it, but I feel like Game Awards has a history now because they announced Joker last year.
Yes.
Huge reception, went over very well.
Right.
Not only do they have to announce a new character, but like they said there are more coming. I bet they do a tease of something related to the future of Smash Brothers beyond just the 5th character.
I 100% agree with you. I think that Nintendo marketing, they saw what happened at Game Awards last year is probably a highlight of their entire year. You know, it just worked out really well for them last year. And we know that they planned these for months and months.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and just like, not just Nintendo, but Sakurai himself was just so excited to be able to have that opportunity. Damiani, I totally agree with you. I bet if we do get one Smash announcement, it's more than one.
Yeah, I think they literally, when they started planning the announcements for the 5 fighters and they knew who they were doing, they probably already identified when they were going to do the announcements. And like, I bet like they were probably hitting up Keeley before Keeley was hitting them up like, hey, so you're cool with us doing like a fighter at that?
Yeah.
They probably been told what it is, but like, hey, we're doing our last announcement with you. You know, it's going to be the worst kept secret. But besides Smash Brothers, like, I think we're all expecting more than just Smash Brothers announcements.
And I would love for it to be something out of left field, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah.
Sure,
That was such a fun
Brand new
announcement.
game, yeah.
I would put my stakes on if it's not a Breath of the Wild 2 update and a Smash character and Smash update is like plenty for me. That's 2 huge things.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to be, I can at least concede Breath of the Wild 2. They might want to wait a little bit longer. Like maybe the Game Awards is like, hey, Keeley would love a huge thing, but like it's gonna be a long presentation to do gameplay. It's something they would rather do like on their own terms.
At
and, like,
E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else takes its place? And like I see a lot of people saying Bayonetta 3. My counter to that is that's also a game I think needs to have like its own time to be explained and like that. Like
I'm with you on this.
I think it's not the right place to do it. Like an announcement of existence is very appropriate,
Right.
But like
We know it exists.
anything else about that is probably not the best place for it. So I think you're right, Kyle. Something new that we don't know about.
Yeah.
would probably be-
Maybe the new 3D Mario game, whatever it's going to be. If it's Odyssey 2 or something.
Brad, I mean, yes. But like, Damiani thinks that game exists. I don't even think they're developing that yet.
I mean,
Why not?
I think there's 2 possibilities. If they're not making a direct sequel to Odyssey, then they're probably hard at work on like a brand new concept, and we won't see it for a while.
Yeah.
Or it is Odyssey 2, and we should be hearing about it in the next few months. We should hear about it. If we don't hear
Odyssey
anything
2
by
would be
E3, there probably isn't an Odyssey 2. They
Right.
probably are working
Didn't
on
we
something
have Zelda
brand new.
and Mario Odyssey come out the same year?
Yeah.
Baby, anything's possible now.
I know anything. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Galaxy
The other
2.
thing could be like Koizumi might be pulled away to work on something else. Who knows? We don't know. But anyway, like I think it would be something out of left field though. Like maybe even like a third-party game or new collaboration.
Yeah.
Kirby's back.
Kirby's back, baby.
Kirby and Meta Knight team up.
I mean, like,
Or Kirby and King Dedede.
what was so delightful about Ultimate Alliance 3 is something I was positive was dead.
Yeah.
A thing I was positive we would
A
never
new
see
Tony
again.
Hawk game. It's
Yeah.
back. Tony
Yeah,
Hawk
yeah.
6.
We actually got rumors about a new Tony Hawk game.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought wasn't confirmed. This is rumors. I thought I read something yesterday say like new Tony Hawk game.
Triple
is coming.
confirmed it's happening.
Maybe.
I think just people being a little blabby in interviews is what's been happening.
okay.
But yeah, Brad, I think it's happening. I think it's
be
coming
good.
back.
Please
Yeah.
be good.
What do
Yeah.
you have an idea? What do you got?
No, it could either be something like really crazy big, like a crossover game, collaboration game, or something like Nintendo partnering with someone, like a Mario Rabbids situation.
Oh,
like they
maybe
announced
Rabbids
like
2.
something like akin to that.
Sure.
At the Game Awards. So I want,
Whatever game Retro was working on before Metroid. It's a new 3D Donkey Kong game.
And that could be. I mean, I'm sure Keeley would love to have a Metroid. He seems to really wanted a Metroid announcement to happen on the Game Awards at some point. But I think just getting like Retro's announcement would be a big get too.
Yeah, and I mean, I would.
If there have anything else.
I think part of what was so crazy about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is we saw the Marvel logo first. Like, if it is another Marvel or Disney or Star Wars thing for Nintendo, I think it could be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's the kind of thing where, like, sure, it sounds bland, but it's the kind of thing that gets a crowd riled up, as opposed to like some new goober IP. And it's like, hey, everybody, it's
Boom
me.
Blocks 3.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's hard for me to imagine a Bayonetta 3 trailer that really plays well to that crowd, to be honest with you.
Sure.
I mean, I that's the argument I just made, Carl. But at the same time, maybe Nintendo's like that's all we have.
Yeah.
Like that we're willing to show,
Spring
and they gotta
date.
take
Spring
it.
release date.
Sure. That would get a crowd riled
That'd
up.
be sick.
But
Yeah.
I'm expecting just two things, at least two things from Nintendo, probably only two things. We'll be blown away if we get more than two things, but
Oh, think they'll show them Animal Crossing?
probably
I
not.
think it's too small time.
I don't think it's
too
going to be at the
small
Game
time.
Awards.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Don't let
right-
Jones hear you say that.
Yeah. Don't let him.
I
Yeah.
feel
Don't
bad.
let 'em,
I feel
dude.
bad.
But I do. I legit. I know it's a huge multi-million. Like I just think it's not. It doesn't have the what.
Wave Race 3, dude.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
back.
Yes,
It's
that
out of
kind of
nowhere.
thing. That is what I'm talking
It's
about.
back,
the
baby.
explosiveness.
Like,
yes.
And
like
Dawn has
Animal
a heart
Crossing
attack.
is like you put it
Yes.
like on Animal Crossing is something they should give to like Conan or Jimmy Kimmel where they do something
Oh.
goofy with it.
Yeah.
And like it becomes a meme, but like it gets picked up by
What's
mainstream.
this talking dog?
So you mean the game is about me repaying my debt?
This is just real life.
Wow, that was super accurate.
Yeah.
Wow,
There we go.
that was chilling.
All right. I think we have time for maybe one or two more questions here before we get to wrap up.
Okay.
Next one comes from Joseph. Hey, panel. Is there any hint that Nintendo will continue to release additional Nintendo games for their online service? I was thrilled when SNES games came to the Nintendo Online service, but since they announced that, there's been no planned release schedule, and I've been hesitant to invest in an official SNES controller to renew my subscription. Am I being too optimistic to hope that Nintendo will release more titles in a package, or more titles in the coming year? Perhaps do we have to wait for Nintendo Direct? And I guess where are any more NES games coming too?
So it's funny. Is there any hint? Was the way that it was originally phrased, and that's so funny because I think Nintendo did hint. They said, "Hey, we're not going to be releasing monthly anymore, but there will be
Yes.
more games to come."
So the
They-
next direct probably.
Yeah.
Like, you can get these.
You do have a hint. Yeah.
My best. So here's my best guess.
Uh-huh.
They're probably gonna shoot for like quarterly.
Okay.
I bet every at the beginning of the year we will probably get like, oh, here's a few games coming out to
And do you think it's 3 or do you think it's 10?
like 10 games.
Yeah.
Per
No,
quarter.
I think it'll be whatever they want.
Well, how much do they want?
Whatever they feel like giving. It could be like 2 or 3 per each.
2 or 3 per quarter is not enough.
I mean, that might be what it's not, but I mean that might be what they're just doing.
Sure.
I mean, they have not done anything that's made sense when it comes to like virtual console / their back catalog. The only thing that makes sense is that for other third parties releasing them individually for sale, they're making a lot of money off of that. So, but Nintendo's not even doing that. They went with the subscription option, and it's like, I mean, they don't let you carry over your purchases anymore from like virtual console. Like now you need a subscription. Like it's hard to read what Nintendo's gonna do with this. I mean, they did classic systems too, for crying out loud.
It's impossible to read what they're going to
Yeah,
do.
like
It
they
is
just
really
do whatever
tricky.
they
Yeah.
want when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And just, my best guess is that you'll get every few months, you might get a handful of them. And so don't expect a lot from this going forward would be my reasonable advice to you.
Sure. I do want to say that like the what they pick for Super Nintendo, there's some really interesting picks.
Yeah.
If it's 3 games that don't have Mario in the title,
Yeah,
I'm pumped.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Like, I hope they are like unexpected.
Yes.
That would be really nice. But there obviously would be ones that will probably never be added on their Square Enix stuff,
Yeah. Chrono.
All right. This will be our real last question. And it's directed at you, Kyle. It's from
Oh.
Maverick.
All right, bring it on, Maverick.
For Kyle. I've been dreaming of Mega Man Legends 3 since its original announcement. Should I move on or continue to carry this heartbreak?
This is a great question. Now, I'll tell you what I've done. I've started believing in Mega Man Legends X.
Oh.
X.
Yes.
On the X universe? Or like.
Like X is in
Were your
like
X,
it could be
actually?
any kind. It's just a new Mega Man Legends, or is it like X?
Mega
like
Man,
X?
the title is Mega Man Legends X.
So it's in the
Okay.
X universe.
Everything's in the X
you're-
universe.
Okay.
But you're specifically X.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, explain the X.
So the X would just be, okay, we know you haven't played Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. That's okay.
Oh, like
Don't
a
worry
reboot
about it.
then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That kind of
Okay,
vibe.
That's what I
Gotcha.
expected.
I think
yeah.
Mega Man Legends 3 right now has just too much baggage to be an appealing product to a mass audience.
Sure, that's a good point.
And so that's why this concept of Mega Man Legends X is the way to go. So this idea of like, hey, we're still taking a Mega Man, we're still having this a 3D adventure game, which I mean, Capcom has proven that they can go outside of Okami, right? They've proven they can do 3D adventure games. I would still love for them to make more. I love the mix of this Mega Man style and a 3D adventure game. I just don't think it's going to be Legends 3. If we hear the wrap up of what happened with that story, it'll be like through logs. You know, it'll be through like
Book.
data logs or something like that. Yeah, books. It'll be hinted at. But I don't think we're going to get a direct sequel. I don't think we're going to see those characters who were teased for Mega Man Legends 3 in the demo. I think the way forward is to leave all that behind.
It's a good plan, honestly.
They could put like Robot Masters in as bosses, I guess.
Sure.
More so.
Yeah.
2 things for you, Kyle.
Okay.
To maybe lift spirits.
Wow.
The first one though might not be Legends related though, so it's just Mega Man related.
Oh.
Which will probably get Brad more excited.
What, you got some rumors? Are you about to
Yeah,
drop
the
some
December
rumors
there's a December Mega Man event, like that they do. That is coming up, and it's widely expected that the new Mega Man X will be announced there.
now?
Hell
Yes. Yep.
So,
cool.
but you never know. Maybe they swing for the fences. Like, and by the way, here's a new project. It's not coming out yet. Still in the early works. A new Mega Man Legends, but
Right.
like X9 or whatever takes the priority first.
Of course.
So there's some small hope at their Mega Man event. They bring it up, but it's more likely just gonna be X. Kyle, what would it take? What notes from what song would it be if they announce Shenmue 3 style a Kickstarter for Mega Man
It
Legends
goes
3?
The
Apple Market theme?
And
And it's just
That's what gets Kyle to go. Oh!
you hear a kick sound, you see a can fly by, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that is funny. That is
So
the
yeah, during
equivalent.
like a Sony press conference or something, for like they just play those notes, and it is like you just have someone come on stage say in development now, but we need your help.
Yeah.
We're starting a Kickstarter for Mega Man Legends 3.
Unfortunately, like Inafune made a Kickstarter for a game that is essentially
Red Ash.
Legends 3.
I
Yeah,
know.
and I think that tainted all of it. It really,
That was it.
yeah.
But besides a Kickstarter, like what
Yeah.
would the type of trailer be where they just play the notes where they want it, like so it'd be that.
So I do wonder, like, if it's a direct thing, like you have Mega Man on the moon, right? Or you just show Data, the robot monkey. I think he's a little
Dancing?
icon. Yeah. Obviously the serve bots are little icons.
Yeah.
So if you even have serve bots kind of walk in and wave for a second and they look great, I think that sells like the tease trailer.
Nice.
But yeah, really, I want Capcom to show, hey, we can make a world. We can have a 3D adventure game. And so really, ideally, the trailer's a blowout trailer instead of a teaser
I'll say
trailer.
this, Kyle. This type of game makes so much sense for Switch.
Yeah, it does.
This is the type of like thing that should be at a direct. And honestly, Kyle, the last thing I want to say, because I would love for them to have some fun with this announcement if it's real.
Yeah.
Everything you said, like I think, is really good. It could easily work. You definitely know more than I do about it. But you know me, I'm like the troll meme type
Of course.
angle.
Yes.
And there's that image of the burning Mega Man funhouse cabin on the treehouse, basically burning down, which is Mega Man Legends 3 treehouse. It's like Mega Man Legend, like what's its name? Mega Man
Volnut.
Yeah, he's just like kind of like in tears, like as it burns. So I would love it if they show like a treehouse burning at the beginning of a trailer. And then you just see like footsteps walking up to it, and
They do have a sound effect.
yeah,
right?
you do the sound effect and everything, and then you see that, and then it looks up and it's like
Mega Man Volnut.
Yeah, Volnut. Yeah, he looks up, but he's like optimistic and stuff, and then they go from there.
Okay.
So like they play off the meme.
Yeah.
And then like they show the reveal, and it's like, what is this burning treehouse?
I don't even know this meme.
Just Google Mega Man Legends 3 canceled, and it's like the
It's
first
a burning
image.
treehouse?
Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it for you like right now, Kyle Boston.
Sure. Yeah,
Mega
I need
Man-
to see this thing live.
I would love Rush implemented if they do Legends.
Mm.
Like, Rush gets new abilities along the way.
And I want him to be twice the size. I want him to be
You want a big boy?
dog,
A
dude.
big boy? Okay,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, so like you get the spring
Cancel.
upgrade first.
Yeah.
Then you get like end game, you get the hover thing, so you
Yes.
can fly around.
I mean, didn't he like turn into a suit by Mega Man 6?
I can't remember, dude.
This is the first time I've seen
I've never
this.
seen this.
You
Yeah.
never seen this?
No. So what's
I
happening?
saw this all over the place. So it's Capcom on fire, and like all the characters from Mega Man, like because it was after the cancellation.
Oh, okay.
like-
So this is close to when Inafune left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
okay.
it was
Okay.
burnt that. Like yeah.
Man, that
Got
Mega
it.
Man Legends arc is
He's
so
crying.
good.
He's
It is.
crying. You got tears.
Yes.
You got
God.
tears. Walking away, like one of them's like grabbing their Mega Man helmet. Like no,
Dude, I desperately want this Mega Man
I think the
game.
art holds up. I think the enemy design holds up. Reaver bots still look unique, despite many games coming after it. Yeah, there's a lot to pick up from the Legends
Dude,
franchise.
The island in one holds up.
It does.
The vibe.
Yes.
I hope it comes through for you, Kyle. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to try one out one day. I've never played any of them, but if they make a new one, especially if it goes with your idea, like you didn't need to play the first two to understand this one.
Yeah.
I'll be with you there.
I think that's the way to. Yeah, exactly. Why? Yeah. I don't think
I'll
you
sit
can do
through your
3.
full playthrough and watch you enjoy it.
Great.
That is going to do it for this episode of Friend Code. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. Sorry we couldn't get through more of them, but there were some really good questions, and I hope you enjoyed the discussion. And again, Friday on Up Patron, you can submit questions to be considered for a future episode of Friend Code, and you're also a part of the early access tier, which gets this episode and other episodes of many of our shows early. And this goes up on Fridays for everyone else. So thank you for just watching this and supporting this show. Thank you, both of you, for joining us. We got to get out of here because it's time for our Easy Allies Q&A. First time we're doing it from the studio, so we're really excited. But until next time, may the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.